to Fanatically Correct. Brought to you by us, fans like you, but mostly us.
Yeah, people don't understand time. It's not what you think it is.
Then what is it?
Complicated.
Tell me.
Very complicated.
I'm clever and I'm listening, and don't patronize me because people have died and I'm not happy. Tell me.
People assume that time is a strict progression of cause to effect, but actually, from a non-linear, non-subjective viewpoint, it's more like a big ball of wibbly-wobbly, timey-wimey stuff.
In a dark corner of the world, three men will work together to bring you a podcast like no other. This is Fanatically Correct, where the fans, the geeks, and the nerds are always correct. With your host, MSK, Yo Peace, and Omega.
Hey guys, we run a podcast called Fanatically Correct. I'm one of the hosts, MSK. This is
Omega.
And we have the voice of God, which is called
Yo, peace.
There you go. We have a couple of episodes up. You could look us up on iTunes or in Podbean, Fanatically Correct. We're also on Google Play. And this is our second con doing live podcasting. So, did you?
I'm gonna send it to him right.
There you go.
now.
Wait. You guys are not kidding? We really have people there?
No, we have people here.
People actually came this time.
Wave, guys. Just wave.
Wait.
Oh.
So, Omega, you want to start us off?
Yeah, hold on. Let me put the outline up. So yeah, like we said, it's we're doing best and worst means of time travel. So we'll pretty much start going through what we think are favorites. We're more than happy to take interjection from the crowd. We're pretty big nerds. We like everything. So we read by the title. We like Doctor Who. We like Star Trek. We like Stars. We like everything. So we'll talk everything like Game of Thrones. That's Retreat.
Almost everything.
Yeah. Almost, yeah.
Well, we can
almost
start
everything.
with Game of Thrones.
But you want to jump straight into
Yeah,
that?
let's jump straight
It's
into it.
current.
It's current.
Well, there's one means of time travel. That's a tree.
That's
And,
it. That's what it is.
That's pretty much what it is. Bran Stark puts his hand. Anybody not caught up on Game of Thrones? Because then you're.
Yeah. Do you guys watch Game of Thrones?
Does everyone watch? How many Game? Oh, there we got. Yes, of course. It's only 2%.
Just a season
Okay,
behind.
so he still knows about the tree.
You know about the tree.
You
All
know
right,
about
we'll just.
You know about time travel tree,
Yeah.
which is good enough. A season behind is
Yeah.
enough for us to explore what we've done in other time travel episodes, which is that Bran Stark is the shittiest time traveler that there is in all of in nerdom.
Yeah.
Because basically everything's his fault. When you do the
It's
math.
gonna end up being his fault.
Yeah, pretty much.
There's different theories, and I think the theory's pretty solid when they showed it, that the Mad King, when he was saying burn them all, is because he showed them the White Walker army. So we know it starts from there. He Hodor. You're one season behind. So you haven't started this season, but you saw last season, right?
Relax. Hold on. Don't be giving stuff away.
Well,
Yeah, I think that's your fault, man. I'm sorry.
like in Game of Thrones, don't like any characters too much, but we
Yeah.
know one specific character.
I've been watching 2 or 3 episodes a day.
That's the way to do it.
Yeah.
I watch 2 or 3 a day to
Yeah.
rewatch, but yeah, Bran Stark, his little time traveling fumbles definitely hurt one of the most beloved characters.
He's terrible.
Huh? Yeah, everyone is. And
Yeah.
what I did like was in the writing of the show, the dialogue is great because when all that happens, he looks at the Three-Eyed Raven and the Three-Eyed Raven says to him, he goes, "It's time for you to become me." And what I love about that is usually in the show there'll be some type of like
Some
pep talk
epic
or
speech
some
or
type of like,
something.
"You're ready and you'll do this." He's like, "Am I ready?" And the Three-Eyed Raven looks around and goes, "No."
No.
That's it.
Yeah.
Nothing
Yeah.
afterwards, no explanation, just no. But
No.
basically, it's,
Yeah,
we're
you're totally
doing it.
screwed. You're gonna mess up Westeros completely. But good luck.
So-
Good luck, kid.
But as
That's
far
basically what
as
he said.
as far as a means of time travel, it's definitely a unique. Consciousness time travel is something that you see a lot in different time travel storylines. Even X-Men, Wolverine does it through Shadowcat, his own consciousness. There's a great show on Netflix, The Travelers.
I don't know if you guys have seen that. Yeah, Travelers is really good.
Great show. They do consciousness also. Even the Notebook. I mean, not the Notebook. The Butterfly Effect, which is.
Did you just say the Notebook?
No,
That's
I
the time-
think he
Notebook,
slipped. That was like
Freudian
a Freudian
slip. That's one of
slip.
my favorite. Ryan Gosling. I
Yeah.
love that guy.
Yeah.
La
What do
La
you
Land.
want? We could reenact the scene if you
don't
want.
know the
Oh,
scene.
okay.
Nice Guys. That's my Ryan Gosling.
Yeah.
That's it. I don't. But yeah, so in a butterfly effect, that's what I was saying. He uses a notebook, but same thing. He uses consciousness to time travel, his own
That's another
consciousness
piece of
when he's
shit.
younger. Yeah, that's not. You didn't like.
You didn't like Butterfly
You
Effect?
didn't like butterfly effect?
No, I just didn't like what he did. He was.
Oh yeah, he's a shitty time traveler. Yeah, but
Yeah.
most of it. Well, nah, he's another.
Most time
Grand Stark.
travelers are pretty shitty at time traveling, if
Yeah.
you really think about it.
The Flash.
Barry Allen. I don't know if you
Flash.
guys watch The Flash.
Yeah.
Speed. Barry Allen messes up
Yeah.
everything.
Speed
Yeah,
Force.
yeah.
Yeah.
So if you think about it, like, if anyone's not current, I apologize.
Yeah.
Nah, that's all right, man. It's a con. You should be current before you come to these things.
Shout out now. Spoilers for anything in existence that you may not.
Pretty much. Yeah. If it
Exactly.
has to do with time travel, get ready.
If you haven't seen it yet, it's your fault.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
I agree. Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank
it's pretty-
you. Thank you for
She
that
should be our
disclaimer.
spoiler alert,
You're gonna be our
disclaimer.
disclaimer.
Yeah.
What makes me salty is because at the end of season 2, Barry's like, "Oh, pity me, my dad just died."
Yeah.
I'm gonna go back and say when you just said you were going to save him
Yeah.
earlier in season 1,
Yeah.
and then completely screwed up Flashpoint because no, that is not Flashpoint.
Yep.
Yeah.
Wow. We're getting good. We're
Yeah.
getting good
No,
ones.
we're getting good. Well, the Flashpoint, they summed up Flashpoint in like one episode.
But as an actual means of time travel, the Speed Force is also one that's a little bit more unique because
Yeah.
it's only for speedsters and pretty much the only show that explores that.
Yeah, he just
is
really sucks
Is
at
a
it.
person running so fast that they can go through time travel. He's just a shitty time traveler. But yeah, we brought up Speed Force just so we can jump on Barry Allen because another one. Like you said, most time travelers are not good time travelers because that's the storyline. You gotta
They gotta fix their
them
problem, man.
fumbling through it. I mean, you have very few. Sam Beckett, the character in the source code. I mean, you have very few characters that they are on the money, that they travel through time, and that's their purpose to fix time.
Bill and
Most
Ted.
of them, yeah, Bill and
They're
Ted.
great. They're awesome at time
Actually,
travelers.
technically, yeah, that's
Yeah,
what they're.
they're good.
Yeah, they're supposed to save the future.
Yeah.
So, yeah, they don't mess anything up. They don't really explore that in Bill and Ted. Because they take everybody out and put them right back in
They put
before
'em right
they
back,
took them.
yeah.
So they don't really explore that in those shows of them messing up past time.
Well, whoever they take out, they've already corrupted the mind of whoever they're taking out.
Well, not if they take them back the exact
Yeah,
time.
I think they take them back to the exact time before.
Experience of everything that they had done.
Right.
Yeah.
Take you out, go out and you go to Wally World and you come back, you're still going to know that back in 1812.
Yeah, that would have been
Right.
wild to see Napoleon with some paintings of Wally World and shit. It's like,
Yeah.
I don't want to take over Russia. Screw this.
Yeah,
Go to
that's
America
true.
where Wally World's
Yeah.
at.
Actually, they should have just changed all of history. Then,
He
at
takes
that
over
point.
the Caribbean. Yeah, they could.
Yeah.
They could have definitely.
Yeah, he takes over the Caribbean.
So yeah, I mean, anybody else want to spit more out? We got obviously like in the title, and we have Whovians in here. Any Whovians? Yeah. Oh yeah, we got Whovians.
Yeah.
Yes, everyone likes time travel here. Tardis. No, and actually, as a means of time travel, Tardis is awesome. Same thing.
No,
very,
Tardis is
very
great.
unique. Bill and Ted stole that from them. It's
Yeah.
the phone booth, and bigger on the bigger on the inside than it is on the outside. It's a spaceship. It's stuck in that form. Everything about the Tardis itself as a means of time travel, very creative. It's been lasting a long time now.
Well, how many years is that? Like 60 years already?
Yeah, we've 13 incarnations now.
Oh, they did the
It's great.
50th, like 2 years, so it's like 53
Yeah,
years or so.
which is a great episode. They did all the TARDISes. So
Yeah.
I mean, they don't really good about paradoxes and stuff. I think they don't give a shit about that. And
Yeah, timey-wimey.
Doctor Who,
Timey-wimey,
like
it
timey-wimey.
doesn't
That's
matter.
the best.
It's timey-wimey. That's
Best
the-
excuse for everything.
That's the best excuse for time travel in
That's
any.
a great line just to get out of it, timely wine for everything.
What's the tree?
we just missed it.
We just walked in.
Yeah.
Game of Thrones.
Bran.
Stark.
Oh, that's right.
He transfers his consciousness through the tree. He's a shitty time
Well, I
traveler.
mean, he messed up someone's life.
Yeah, no, he's a horrible time traveler. Everyone's life, like you just missed. We were talking about it, the king, the Mad King, mad because of him.
Like, I can't open the door without
And there's
thinking
a
of that scene
theory
anymore.
back on that. There is a theory that he might end up being the Night King. I've read that. That has something to do with the books. Yet they're not there.
Yeah, we
well,
really did.
the baby. No, the one who gets a spear in him. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
How do you make him the Mad King? I don't think it was
the Mad. Yeah, we.
Well, the theory is that he goes back.
When they showed the Mad King in the episode and he was going through his vision when the Night King grabbed his arm, and he was jumping through everything, and then you saw the Mad King going, burn them all, burn them all, burn them all, because he showed the Mad King then what he was seeing, which was all
the
the
future.
White Walkers.
That's the theory.
That's
the
why
theory.
he comes up with all the
Yeah.
dragon fire, and he sees everyone now as White Walkers from that point on, so he drives them mad. So that's the theory. But the Mad King was also, he was inbred, right? That's why they thought that Joffrey was gonna
yeah,
do
they
the
thought he
similar
was
thing.
just crazy, but I think Bran is gonna end up messing up the whole.
Which after Ramsey,
the place.
Joffrey is nothing.
Yeah.
Joffrey joke.
But what other ways of time travel? Yopis, do you know any?
DeLorean.
Definitely DeLorean. But that's you can't jump into the DeLorean already. I mean,
yeah.
So what do you got?
Potter and the Cursed Child.
Oh, that's a more your thing.
Yeah,
I don't know too much
I'm
about Harry
not.
Potter.
Yeah, Yopis. Chime
Ash versus Evil. Book of
he jumped
Book of
into
Evil.
Yeah, no, you just ignored the Harry Potter thing.
Yeah, because you can't hear the crowd as well. We had someone brought up Harry Potter, which your wife is a huge fan.
Your wife
of
is a
that,
huge fan.
which means he's not a fan.
Yeah,
of it
that's
all.
shitty time travel. Too.
Yeah. He just doesn't like Harry Potter because of his wife. That's the. Yeah. Oh, this is the voice. You missed it. This is the voice of God right now. He's just
guy on digital.
Yeah,
That
but
guy.
not that guy.
Morgan
not
Freeman's
that guy.
half brother or cousin, second removed.
He's like a supernatural being.
No, he's talking about Supernatural, which is the show. Which they've done a different couple ones. They've done an angel, takes them through time travel for Supernatural fans. We have.
No. I was talking about who is that?
Oh, who's that? Oh, that's.
Who plays God?
No,
it's just a guy on
yeah,
digital.
Just
Just a guy on
there's a guy.
Yeah.
He's via satellite.
That would be great if we got an actual
Yeah, that's you know what? Just say what people can't recognize. We say, we got
Yeah.
Dean.
No,
we got Dean
yes,
from
he is a
Supernatural
Dean.
with us.
Yeah, it's
Hey,
me, guys. It's
Dean
me,
from
Dean.
Supernatural's here with us.
It's Dean.
Everyone
Say
comes
something
in.
very Dean-like. Say you want a hamburger or something.
Where's my beer? Where's my beer?
There you go. That'll work. Yeah. Sex and beer. There we go. That's Dean. So we'll just call him Dean for now. So Evil Dead. We're not caught up. Anybody else watched? What is
watched
it?
Evil
Ash
Dead?
versus the Evil Dead. So Peace, take it over. What's the means of time travel there?
Yeah, it was the book, the book of
Oh, the one from the
Book of
film.
Shadows, so-
That's what actually travels.
Yeah,
through
yeah.
time?
They actually used the book, and he's in a stupid car. He's in his stupid ass car, and it's
It just happens.
It just
he's
happens.
shitty.
Yeah.
He is shitty. He is terrible and very selfish man. Very selfish man.
But apparently it's awesome because I keep hearing it's a good.
Yeah, everyone keeps recommending it to
Oh
us.
no, it's actually a
I've
great
never seen it,
episode.
no.
Like that episode is
no.
actually great.
Yeah.
Oh, it's only
He's-
one
he-
episode. It's not a full story.
Yeah. Oh no, I saw the original way back, but I don't.
Oh,
really
the
don't
movie's
remember
time
anything.
travel too. I thought it was like a different dimension because that's time travel.
Yeah.
So there was like an army of skulls and shit in medieval times.
Yeah, go ahead.
No, you said if we find a badge.
Star Trek.
Are you talking about the film?
The original series.
Okay,
Let's talk about the film. Let's
we'll
talk
get
about
there in
the
a second.
film.
Cause whales. But anyways,
That's
Yeah.
a terrible movie.
Yeah, the
Why are
show's
we
done
talking
it.
about
The
that?
show's done it several times. And First Contact did it pretty well on Next Generation and their film. On the series and the show, they've done it all the time. There's an episode on Next Generation with Data where the cave has like almost like a wormhole in it. So
Yeah.
that is one of the worst time travel things ever. Is the Star Wars episode? What is
Star
it?
Trek.
4? Star
Yeah.
Trek. Star Trek 4. What is the Voyage Home? That's crap.
Let's pretend that doesn't.
Yeah, it's.
And
Oh,
I
they
got,
feel the same
I
way
got
about
one
it.
for the worst means of time travel, but I'm gonna wait it for a little bit later, and it's probably gonna be unargued. Quantum Leap is great. We
love
we do
Quantum
something
Leap,
at the
yeah.
end of every episode.
Oh man, that's my favorite.
It's great.
Are you a fan of Quantum Leap? Did you grow up
Quantum Leap
watching
fan?
that? Or?
How many
Yeah,
Quantum
that was
Leap
awesome.
fans do we have in here?
Oh, there you
Okay,
go.
so
We
it's
got
gonna
3.
work for that. Yeah. We always in every episode we do something called Nerdcessity. So we'll in about 10-15 minutes we'll probably jump into that where we recommend something that that a nerdcessity, something that's a necessity if you're a nerd to catch up on or watch. And Quantum Leap is definitely one of those. So we'll get a little bit more detail, not too much to give stuff away, but the means of time travel in that is the usual time machine, just a different form. 12 Monkeys, Time Machine, The Time Machine. So there's a lot of 12 Monkeys is a good series. You watch that? 12 Monkeys
on Sci-Fi?
I mean, there's the movie 12
it's pretty
Monkeys,
good.
and there's a series 12 Monkeys also, which the series is just next level on Sci-Fi. What was that? The big time storyline difference. They actually time travel the same way. It's the same time machine as in 12 Monkeys, just the splintering machine. But the storyline after the first season takes a completely different arc that the movie didn't. And it's pretty wild. It's a very, very different angle, very unique and original in time travel in general. And it has a lot of time paradox concepts of things that have to happen no matter what you do, and this is connected to that. Which came first, the chicken or the egg? So there's a lot of that in that series, which is what we see a lot. And Star Trek does a lot of that when they do theirs. They're very time paradox. So this happened because it was supposed to happen. But Yeah, that whale film.
Think you're gonna go back on that?
Yeah, I'm
You're gonna go
gonna,
back to that
I'm gonna,
whale?
because it's so bad, and I
Yeah.
know there's a lot of people who fight for that, and I know it was Leonard Nimoy, one of the first films he directed, but it's just so bad. It's so bad. The storyline is so bad.
Yeah, we're
some
not
of the
talking about that
acting is
anymore.
good because it's still the original cast, but that's a horrible means of time travel. Whales.
Another kind of is Legend of Tomorrow, where one episode that I love, where the Legend of Heroes had to go back in time to save Barry out.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's
Actually,
pretty
and
funny.
most of the stuff that they've been doing in Legends is
Yeah.
fixing Barry's.
Yeah, they should just do that in every episode.
Because
he just messes up
well, yeah,
in every single episode.
Legends of Tomorrow, fixing Barry.
Fixing Barry
fixing
Allen's
Barry's
life.
shit, pretty much.
Yeah,
Yeah, because
Yeah.
what Thong, Reverse Flash, he exists in the Legends series because of the mistakes Barry Allen has made, and that's a whole season that they're just dealing with him, and everything that he's done, and now they come back and time's completely broken. I mean, it's just
lock up Barry, man. Lock him up already, and that's it.
Well,
That's solve Barry Phone's problem.
spoiler alert: we have a host here who's not a big fan of crossovers.
He can't do crossovers.
He hates cross. He's
Yeah.
so tired of shows forcing him to watch other shows.
It's like 5 shows.
Especially in
he
the
has to watch.
Arrowverse, because Arrow's kind of falling like way.
Yeah, Arrow is killing me,
Yeah,
man.
and they keep
Arrow is
bringing
killing
back Laurel, and it's like,
I actually Googled it because I was looking through Netflix and I'm like, I am not searching through this.
Yeah.
it's pretty much.
Yeah. Only reason why you watch Arrow is to be caught up on the other shows. That's pretty much what it is.
And when they do crossovers,
Yeah.
that's about it. I'll go to what I was going to go to. To me, the worst, and it's actually my favorite superhero of all comic books, but the worst means of time travel is in the Superman movie from the 80s. When he turns the damn planet and re-rotates it.
Yeah.
That, as an actual means of time travel, is so badly written, so badly thought out. It's like he just completely turns it on its axis. No damage.
It's like the writers were like,
it's like, but it actually reverses time. Time actually goes backward.
Yeah.
Like if he's pressing rewind or remote control, it's horrible. It's like
terrible.
And I wasn't even born yet when that film came out. And then afterwards, I watched it, and I was a little kid when I watched it. Like, this is bad.
This is pretty bad. Yeah.
I mean, this is Richard Pryor coming out of nowhere in one of the Superman films. Bad. It's just that's a rough one. But on to a good one. You want to talk DeLorean now?
Yeah, I think the DeLorean's probably the best.
I think that's because
time. I mean, it's so everyone sees a DeLorean. Yeah, everyone sees a DeLorean. They're like, yeah, it's a time machine. That's it. And I need that car. Like,
but what is it? 80 miles per hour?
88 miles.
88. Oh, that makes a world of difference.
Get it right.
And that was the case. Wouldn't you watch a NASCAR freaking event and every car would just disappear? Oh, that's true. That's
exactly.
true.
Yeah, you need plutonium, buddy.
The train, that's fun. I just actually with the train, I just read the other day, and I mean other Back to the Future fans might be more annoying about this, but it was a fun little fact that they do a lot of Easter eggs to themselves in those movies, and one that apparently just made waves again now. Here we are in 2017. It's a film from the late 80s, early 90s, and there's the T-shirt that Doc is wearing in Back to the Future 2 has a photo of a train, a car, and the horses, which is preluding to what happens in part
Easter
3,
eggs.
which is they use the car, the horse, and the train to get back to, so if you go back and watch it, it's a big thing that just blew up, and people are like, it's amazing. It's still to this day, people are still discovering Easter eggs that they did in
First of all, Back to the Future 2 ruined my adulthood because I don't have any flying cars or real hoverboards.
What the shit?
Anything.
Hoverboards.
Yeah. Or the shoes. And actually, you could get the shoes. Yeah. For
I mean,
like
you can get the shoes.
Yeah. Yeah. If I had $1,000 to pay
just
for
go
shoes,
sell.
I could buy that. Yeah.
Yeah, you can get the shoes.
Yeah.
The shoes you can get, the Coca-Cola bottle too. They brought that. No, Pepsi, was it?
Yeah.
The Pepsi bottle.
Yeah.
It was Pepsi. It was Pepsi, man.
The Pepsi, yeah.
And we had the Marlins, not the Sharks.
Yeah.
And the Cubs, they got that one right.
Yeah. But the hoverboard thing
and
really
Michael Jackson
got me
is
mad.
dead because he was actually an AI in the.
Yeah, well.
Yeah. But no flying cars.
No flying cars,
No
man.
flying
I was
cars.
so disappointed.
And it creeps out because you watch like Star Trek and they're like Gene Roddenberry jumped so far ahead because he's like, no one will believe that this shit can happen this soon. And sure enough, my phone has more technology than half the things in the original series. I mean, automatic opening doors, joke. I mean, communicators, tricorders, all that
Flat
stuff.
screen
It's
TVs, yeah.
teleportation would be
Skype.
like the shit, though. The tablets, everything,
Yeah.
touch screens.
Yeah,
you
they
know,
invented Skype. Pretty
freaking
much.
Siri.
Yeah.
I hate all of. I hate the Siris. I hate the Amazon. I hate all of them because it won't let me. It won't acknowledge to computer. I get it to call me captain, but you can never call it computer, and I want that so bad. Because that's like just living out Star
You're
Trek
such
every
a
day.
nerd.
It's
You're such a
awesome,
nerd.
but that's all. I'd love to grab my phone and go, computer.
Nah, it'd be
Yes,
awesome.
captain.
It'd
That's
be
the
awesome.
shit. But no,
Any
screw
more
us.
means of time travel?
We gotta. Well, we could dig more into consciousness because there's so many different. Oh, here's a shitty one: a hot tub.
Hot tub time machine.
I guess comedies get a pass.
Yeah, I get a pass. The first, I haven't seen the second one, but the first one's really good.
Well, it's the same time. It's the same tub.
I saw the second one.
The most disappointing thing is that if you get drunk, you watch that movie, you might try that stupid shit.
Yeah.
Like, just pound 10
So big,
tequilas.
yeah.
Next thing you know, you're eating someone's face under
Yeah.
a bridge. Like, the fuck? I time traveled.
Oh yeah, you did.
Time travel. That movie's funny, but part 2 you gotta watch. You gotta watch part 2.
Yeah, I haven't seen it.
Yeah, part 2. You have to watch part 2. It's not bad.
Deja Vu with Denzel. Man on
Denzel
Fire.
Washington.
Yeah, Deja Vu. That one's interesting. I mean, it's a time machine technique, but they rip a hole into a certain time. It can only do so much, and I think by some point he actually goes through it.
Yeah, it was like a microwave.
Yeah, it pretty much.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was like a
It was a microwave.
Yeah.
Actually, it was a microwave. Now that you think about it.
But I mean, the story's well written because that's it was something they do in the series 12 Monkeys. There's a whole lot of replacement. In other words, if you time travel and change your timeline, then you kind of have to off yourself because if not, you're existing at 2 points at the same time, and it won't work. So and the 12 Monkeys actually dives into that heavily. That if you're gonna exist in this future, then you have to eliminate yourself here. If not, there'll be a catastrophic event.
Yeah.
And Deja Vu kind of accidentally gets to that, but they get into that. 12 Monkeys. Yeah,
That's the one,
because
yeah.
there's a series of 12 Monkeys also. That's
It's
what I was
different,
bringing
though.
up earlier.
They changed
There's
it
a
up a little
series
bit.
and they change it up,
Yeah.
but it's a good show. I strongly recommend 12 Monkeys.
Well, there's also Looper.
That's a great time
Looper's
travel
awesome.
film.
Looper's awesome.
Yeah, that's the storyline. The means of time travel usually, I think it's like a vault type of thing. The machine that they
Yeah.
put you in.
Yeah.
You put you in, they open, they come out. But same thing. That concept, you got to close your loop. So it's like it's kind of crazy to sign up for that when you're young. It's like, well, in the future, I gotta
You gotta
fucking
kill
myself.
Yeah.
And that's what the base storyline for that film is, that he doesn't, and then he doesn't get to. Actually, he was willing to.
Yeah.
But he has to fix
he
it. So he's
does,
after himself
but-
the whole time.
Yeah.
But that's a good one too because it's a lot of it actually. That movie's fun to watch because it's very Back to the Future-ish, very Bill and Ted-ish, very linear. So it's not confusing, no timely-wimely. There's cause and effect for everything that happens. So, there's a part where they do something to his future self, so in the past, it immediately starts affecting him physically. So it's fun to watch that type of film because it's a lot easier to follow, and it allows them to explore more the storyline as opposed to time as to what's actually happening, in the film with the characters. So it's fun, and I mean, Joseph Gordon-Levitt did such a great job.
That's one of the most recent time travel movies.
That we've had. Source Code's a great one.
Source Code is good.
That's how many people have seen Source Code? That's with Jake Gyllenhaal.
Yeah, it's really
Okay,
good.
yeah, that's rough.
Yeah.
Okay, not to spoil that. That's not a Source Code. Yeah, that's another one. Yeah, Source Code. It has a twist to it. But it's technically,
you can't
I'm
give it
not.
away.
It's technically a time machine though. But it also has to do with consciousness. And very that I'm not giving much away. It's consciousness of taking over, which is what the show Travelers does, over a body that's about to be
should definitely
deceased.
watch it.
So this way it's no longer affecting time because that person's eliminated. But it's very different because it pleads on, is he actually physically time traveling or just witnessing? And if you haven't seen the film, you got to watch it because that's where a lot of twist comes into play.
Yeah.
If it's actually physically happening or if he's just witnessing so they can get information. Because that's the concept of it. They built this time machine just to witness an event so they can go after who's done it.
Yeah.
They're not really
And
doing it to
change.
prevent things.
Right.
They don't think they can physically do that, and then they explore that concept as well. So, but that's a pretty different meaning. Go ahead.
Like, I don't know if you watched Black Mirror.
Yes,
Yeah.
it's a great
Yes,
show.
yes.
This recording thing.
Yes,
Yeah.
they don't.
Yeah.
Also a similar,
Yeah.
slightly to let's go back.
Yeah.
Black Mirror. I don't think it was like actually time travel.
No, but
It's
it's
talking about
just
the
a
AI,
recording.
where the heaven, where it's like heaven.
Look at your consciousness.
Yeah.
What you've thought, what you've done.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
It's like a playback.
yeah,
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure if they do another season of Black Mirror, which is a great
They have to
series
do
on
time
Netflix,
travel.
I think they'll do time travel. A lot of Black Mirror
You guys gotta check it out.
viewers in here.
It's on
If
Netflix.
not, it's on Netflix. It's anthology, so like Twilight Zone, each episode is its own story.
Yeah.
Exactly.
All about technology.
But it's all about technology and the dangers of technology and
Yeah.
how they're like ill affecting us. And you have some great actors in. Ron Howard's daughter just did this last season.
Yeah.
Was in the first episode, which is probably not my favorite episode of the season.
No, but
it
it's
has a
still
good
pretty
story
good.
to it because it's well performed. But so Means of Time
So
Travel.
I got another one.
Go ahead.
I got another means of travel.
Go ahead.
Men in Black 3.
Yeah.
yeah, Men in Black.
You have to jump off
He
a
just jumps off the
freaking building.
Yeah. That's funny. Yeah, you're crazy. You're insane.
I love because he jumps off a New York skyscraper. So when he's popping through the 20s, there's like people committing suicide next to him.
Yeah.
It's pretty dark. It's pretty dark for
That's
time.
awesome. That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
It's dark.
Last thing that guy saw was a guy from the future,
Yeah.
next to him floating. But yeah, and then he goes too fast, and then he starts seeing prehistoric, and then
Yeah.
because he has to slow down. Yeah, that's.
I actually
yeah.
like Men in Black 3, man. It's pretty good.
I really like the character. He's been in a few things. The young guy in Men in Black 3, the guy who can see all the different outcomes. The Watcher of Men in
Pretty much.
Black, and the concept of him with time. It's and it's a comedy film, sci-fi, but I'm gonna say the word beautiful because that scene when they show him watching the baseball game, it to me is just one of the like. It is. It's such a beautiful scene to watch. The way he explains how every little thing changes. He goes, if he had only gone to if he had stayed a longer summer and not learned to play baseball, he would have become a doctor. And all the different
Everything
outcomes that he
would've
would have
changed.
seen.
Everything.
And it's amazing because when you look at a baseball, you're like, damn. So like every hit, every swing, every pitch,
Had to happen
every
like that.
spit, every slip, is a million different things in time just to affect one baseball game. Is just an incredible concept, and the way that he could see that character, especially in the sorts of time travel, is like just a wild character. I wish they would spin that off or series that or something to that effect. But I like that, the Watcher of Men in Black.
Yeah, that's pretty much what he is.
Yeah, that's a good one. What you got? Oh, it's actually we'll get a consensus from the crowd here. Is being frozen and then waking up years later, would that be considered time travel? Captain America, Austin Powers,
Demolition Man.
Demolition Man. Oh yeah, the two shells. No, it was the three shells.
The three.
God.
Yeah. We're never gonna know how to use that. Never.
Yeah, I mean it's time travel, but you don't affect time.
Well, I think
because-
it's time travel because you don't age.
Yeah, well, you're the time traveler because
Yeah.
you went to the future.
Yeah.
But you really don't affect anything, you know what I mean? Because you can't go back. You
Yeah.
can't.
But-
Yeah, he did the same. Oh yeah, well they built the
Austin
machine,
Powers, yeah.
but the first one he was frozen,
Yeah.
which is funny because they're making fun of that.
Well, if you want to go into that deep, is frequency technically time traveling?
Oh, he's
Okay, well he's communicating, and he does
communicating.
affect the past. So
Yeah.
yeah, that's time. His voice is time.
Actually,
traveling.
while he's communicating through voice,
Yeah.
you could
Through
see
voice.
scenes changing while
Yeah.
he's talking to the dad.
Yeah.
Like,
Frequency? A lot of people seen Frequency? No, that's Keanu Reeves,
No,
and that's it.
that's the Lake
Yeah,
House.
no, don't bring a chick flick
You
to a
think-
con, man.
No, well, you know what? Wait.
That is the Lake House. That is the Lake.
wait, I gotta defend it because it's not a bad movie. It's not, and I'm gonna say it right now, it's not.
It
a
is
bad
time
movie.
travel.
Yeah.
How about Lost?
Oh,
Oh
wow.
my god. No, but that's not
Lost those source.
Well, they have
source spot.
Desmond had like a whole arc of time travel, which are the best episodes
Yeah.
of that series.
Yeah.
And Desmond and Penny.
That's
and
the
that
best
whole
character
situation.
for me.
That's the best. His arc in that show is,
is.
amazing, and
Yeah.
I sat through 6 seasons of that, and and at least I got that out of it because after Lost, I was just exhausted.
Or after.
Misfits.
Misfits?
Yeah,
Okay, I gotta see.
All right.
It's a British
Man,
series.
you know,
we got a
that's
couple.
pretty good.
Yeah, we got a couple.
Based on
you go.
comic
We got a nice eclectic
There's a
group.
comic book?
That's a comic book of Misfits?
Oh wow.
Oh, I gotta read that.
They're gonna make an American
They're gonna make.
version.
Yeah, they're gonna.
They're gonna mess up.
Yeah, that's gonna flop.
It's gonna be on Freeform,
Yeah.
so
Yeah, that's
it's
what's gonna
ABC Family, but we renamed it so it sounds
And if you
cooler.
watch that show,
Teen,
yeah, which
Yeah,
is insane
exactly.
because if you watch that show Misfits, the guys who do see, you know what I'm talking about. It is probably the raunchiest show I've ever watched. It's got such grotesque, gruesome things in it. It pushes the boundaries. I mean, it's like South Park brought life, where they just really don't care. And what's amazing about that show, because they do the British thing, so everyone, a lot of Doctor Who fans in here, so I'm sure there's some Torchwood fans in here. British television, main characters get killed off all the time. And what's incredible is you have certain characters that they will hands down be your favorite. Ramsay Bolton from
Yeah. Great actor,
from Game
man.
of Thrones.
Both-
He is your freaking hero
Yeah.
in that show.
Yeah, he's such
and
a
you
weirdo,
love him to
man.
become what
Yeah.
he was in Game of Thrones.
but when that show begins,
Oh,
that
he's
was not a
creepy as
hero.
shit.
He's
He is.
creepy.
He's creepy
He
as
is the
shit.
He's very
creepiest guy.
That's what there was a big Misfits fan casted him.
Yeah.
Yeah. Somebody saw season 1 of Misfits and went, you know what? He could be a disturbing guy.
Yeah, they had to rewrite him a little bit because he was.
But there's a
disturbing.
lot of time travel Misfits, which will bring me actually to a method of time travel, which is just the power itself, that you just at will can travel through time. Misfits plays with that. There's some people that can only do it once, and then you have other people that can do it at will over and over again, and they build on that. But Misfits is a great show, and something they do, because we're talking about like Hermione go back and kill Voldemort, there's a whole Hitler episode. And which is great because a lot of people don't explore it. It's funny as shit. But what's funny is that they actually explore like if they were to do something about that, what will be the outcome? And they explore a whole episode, which is very different for that show.
The outcome is the guy time traveling who is gonna die.
Well, that's a given. But they show that by, I mean, it's a pretty good method. I don't want to ruin the episode, but they show that by doing it when they did, he didn't able to push the Nazis the way he did into the Holocaust, which was what really brought the Nazis to such an evil, grotesque place that basically forced the hand of the planet. So by doing that, there was a lot more surrender happening because since he was out of the picture, they didn't go that direction, is their concept of the loop of how time changes. So since they don't go in that direction, they're more calculated. Japan doesn't jump in early. A lot of things don't happen, so they actually end up winning by getting rid of Hitler. Is their storytelling. So there's a whole episode based on now that we go back to save a piece of shit, you know, and which is probably the deepest episode that show has, because every other episode is just sex and fart jokes. I mean, it's seriously, but it has heart to it. I mean, there's believe it or not, there's actually a love story in that show, which is the character from which you're gonna have a hard time. It's hard to watch Game of Thrones and then watch Misfits.
Is that are we talking about shag? You shag your.
Yeah,
is that a love story.
That one's funny too. That one's funny too. That was that's not D-Love. I'm talking about Simon and Disco, the time traveler, but which is Ramsey Bolton, the actor who plays him.
Yeah, so, Simon and Ramsey are completely two different
but
people.
It's gonna be hard to see him in a romantic level. It's like, you know, he's gonna rape her. He's gonna do this to her,
especially
while he makes her brother watch. Like you're gonna be waiting for some messed up shit. But the power to just time travel we start into. That's a recurring, because that you have shows like Journeyman. I don't know if anybody's seen that show. That's a great show. Got killed early. Yopi's he's a big Journeyman fan. But same thing, just a time traveler's wife. I don't know if someone's saying that. Same thing where the person just.
That's a good movie.
Yeah, it is actually a good film. Eric Bana.
Isn't that a chick flick?
No, because
you talk mailbox.
You talk about
we
got a pass now. All right,
now you bring
we
up,
opened up Pandora's box. Well, isn't that show Outlander? Isn't that a time travel?
It is a time
show.
travel.
I don't. Anybody else watch it? The Stars.
No, it's pretty. I mean, I don't watch it. My wife watches it.
But yeah, so the power of it. That's a recurring method. That it's also same thing. It's kind of a quick fix. If you want to do a time travel show, but when you throw in, they can't control it, which is like what the time traveler's wife does, which is what Journeyman does. That's where it gets interesting, because in Misfits, like I said, that there's a more at will practice to it where you can purposely, but to not be able to, just like you're eating your morning cereal, next thing you know you're in fucking World War I, Eastern Europe, like shit, what am I, eating your bowl of cereal in a bathrobe, like, and it explores that of what do you do when you're stuck in that situation. So that's a good one. We'll go ahead. We got a little bit more time, but we'll jump into what we were going to talk about earlier, which is Quantum Leap. And like we said, that's a necessity. So we strongly recommend Quantum Leap. I'll let you guys get on that.
It's kind of outdated too. Like, let's just begin with that.
But it's good outdated, because since he's time traveling through different time periods, it works out.
It works. Yeah, it works out.
It
works with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, he never travels to 2015. Everything is, since the show is in the 90s, he's always traveling to the 50s, a lot of the 50s, 60s, 70s. There's not too much 1800s, anything like that.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yes,
that's my favorite show of all time.
It's great.
I love that show.
And it has a lot of story arc, I think, in the later seasons. But just episode to episode, there's so many. Like Star Trek's one of those shows where you could just take one standalone episode and go, this is such a good episode, the way it's written, where a lot of the shows now are so much story arc, it's harder to say this episode by itself is very well, because it bleeds in and feeds off another storyline. Where Quantum Leap, that's what I remember. I just remember enjoying that. You can watch it in reruns.
They
you
have
can watch it
so many, like, 3 episode arcs that are just like great standalones. Like, Like the whole thing with his
they,
brother.
and they stand out. They stand out for the whole.
They stand out, man.
Whole period.
Yeah.
That's probably, to me, that's my favorite episode. Well, team of episodes is the brother in the Vietnam episode. That's really well done because
very emotional.
It's very emotional. It's because for the most part he doesn't get to help himself. He travels through time to help other people he's never met to fix time paradoxes. And when he gets the opportunity, because it's not his mission. So it's very like Star Trek does the same thing, the Prime Directive. It's off mission to help himself, but he's literally so embedded in a position to help someone he cares so much about from his past. And it explores that. And then when that works out a certain way, it happens again, like immediately. And it almost shows like there's almost like a destiny to it, that it's meant to go this way. And it really explores that. And it's such a great episode. And I think that's like the 4th or 5th season in. But just Quantum Leap has a lot of that. And just individual episode to episode, it tells a lot of great stories during a lot of hard times of, cultural indifference.
And
there's things happening now.
I think one of the best things about Quantum Leap, it's just the way it ends. They close it so well that it's gonna be one of those impacting shows that you will take for I believe for the rest of your life, because they close it very well.
Yeah. That's the beauty of recommending Quantum Leap. Like as you said, it ends well. It's hard to recommend shows sometimes, especially if they're still going on, because you don't know how it's gonna end. And sad truth is, 7 out of 10 great shows end shitty. They just really dropped the ball. Yeah. Dexter. I don't think Lost ended bad, but it was a little anticlimactic. Sopranos, forget about it. I don't really watch Sopranos. Black Sails just recently, which is a pirate show I love on Stars, kind of disappointed me as well. I'd say, it was very disappointing. Yeah. Penny Dreadful, I don't even watch that. That's a show, very few shows like that end great. They also ended early. That's pretty much a trick with shows that tend to end well, they end early. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And Penny Dreadful?
Mm.
Oh, really? Oh, really? That's good to know.
Yeah, because they actually wrapped that up pretty well. There was one on Sci-Fi that they actually didn't. What was it? Being Human.
Being Human.
Yeah. That they had to wrap that up in a hurry, and they actually did a decent job, especially when you know that they weren't planning to wrap it up.
Originally British. Yeah. But you know what? I kind of like the American show better.
I did too.
It's the rare occasion that I actually like.
And that's one of those times that you're probably gonna. That's probably the only time you're ever gonna say that.
Only time.
The American show.
Yeah. If you've never seen.
No, The Office. That's true.
Yes, The Office.
Oh well, there is that one.
True. It's way better the American version.
Actually, no, they don't time travel. It's like Highlander. There's a lot of flashbacking because one of the characters is a vampire, so there's a lot of his history.
In the last season, Sally does time.
That's right. Yes.
Yeah, you're right.
Hey, so we are able to talk about it. We brought in time travel. That's correct.
Yeah.
Yes. As a ghost.
Because she's trying to get back. Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, that's
episode.
good.
Yeah.
You know what? The funny thing is, when you first think about Being Human, and I'm glad to see a lot of fans in here of that, is that when you pitch that. The elevator pitch on that is like a joke. Yeah. Like seriously, a werewolf, a vampire, and a ghost, they're gonna move in together and be roommates. And you're like, what are you?
Good luck.
And like, no, but it's a serious show. And you're like, no, you shit me, right? And they go like, who's gonna be in it? Is it an Adam Sandler production?
Where's the punchline?
I was trying to tell my sister about it. She was like, why would I watch a show about a werewolf or vampire?
Oh, it's so good though. It's so good.
From that show, one actor that I don't know how, because I'd love to see him at a con, is the actor he's like a villain in everything.
He does Bishop.
He was Bishop in Being Human. He was in
Jacob in Lost.
In Lost, he was Jacob. Yeah. In Supernatural, he's Lucifer, which he's awesome. Yeah. And actually, when we were talking about Supernatural earlier, because Supernatural does have time travel in it, when Castiel is doing him, because he's inside of Castiel, that is some great acting, because it looks exact. I mean, you just really think he's playing him. It's like Joseph Gordon-Levitt doing Bruce Willis.
Yeah.
It's like he's embodying him so well. Well, I don't know, there was a show, Alcatraz, which is very similar to Fringe. But Fringe is way better from what I understand.
Awesome. Yeah.
Fringe had time travel in it also, right?
Fringe had time. It had
what was their version?
Different dimensions. It had a bunch of different stuff. Parallel dimensions,
because Alcatraz had a whole thing where it was in the prison of Alcatraz. The building itself had like wormholes in it type thing that they could access. Actually, there's one like that with what's his name with the movie The Jacket, I think it's called. That's got what's Adrian Brody.
Adrian
Brody, where it's like a straight jacket and you get put in a vault in a funeral home. Yeah.
That movie's weird. Yeah,
That's
that
a
movie's
fucking
so
Almanac?
weird. Daniel Craig is in that movie. Did you know that?
No.
Yeah, he's in that movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I gotta see that again. But yeah, that's a really mess. Actually, isn't Donnie Darko?
Donnie Darko is also time
Donnie
travel.
Darko is a
Yeah,
time
that's
travel,
another
yes.
weird means of.
That's
Oh,
and that's
Yeah.
that was good. The Time Machine, but that one actually rips a hole because they always show when he time jumps. And how many people have seen the most recent one? Like the reboot.
so, yeah. mm.
What are mixed feelings? What are the feelings on
Well,
that?
the trailer
I
gave
liked
away
it.
everything.
I love Arnold Schwarzenegger, so
Yeah.
I'm happy to see him back. But
yeah.
It was, I mean, I think it was okay, but just the way that they changed
That movie's good first half, and then the second half is where they start to lose it.
Yeah.
Because the way they paid homage to the first
pretty
Terminator
good.
was so well done. The
Yeah,
way
it's
he
pretty
brought the
good.
shoes back, he does every scene for scene, but with the slight changes. And I mean, it was very well done. I mean, you had even the guys he punches the hole through at the beginning when he comes out naked. The truck driver. I mean, they did everything, and it was funny because just to hype it up. And like I heard, before it came out that a lot of homage was paid to the first one, so I watched the first one, not the second one, which I'm glad because the second one's still way better. I mean, it
No,
really
the second one
is.
is. I love the first one though. It's like one of those cult classics. But the second one
It is.
just
It's what it is. It's
on top.
It's
Second one
rough.
is like up there.
It's
just up there. It's like one of the best movies ever made. Yeah. Special effects alone.
Yeah.
It changed the game.
It changed the game. Yeah,
Yeah.
James Cameron changed the game.
James
on that one.
Cameron just changed the game on that.
So yeah, Quantum Leap was our nerdcessity. Actually, we'll start wrapping up a bit.
Yeah.
Just to get out of the way, because we're also recording the podcast, we're gonna hand out cards in a second. But you can always listen to our other episodes. We're on Podbean. You can review us if you listen to us on iTunes, Google Play Music. We're at FanCorrect on Twitter and Instagram. And we're fanaticallycorrect.com or fanatically correct on Facebook. We're going to give out cards. A lot of you going to be here Saturday for the con? Okay, we got a lot of Saturdays. Great. We're going to give out cards because Saturday night we have a very late panel, so we're not going to wait till we panel.
Very late.
We're at 10:45 p.m. Yeah, they nailed it. So
We'll see what
yeah,
happens.
we're going to give out cards. They're numbered, and on one of the, either through Twitter or through Facebook or through Instagram, one of them, we're going to announce the card that won. There's a little icon in the corner, and there'll be a number.
It has all our
So
information
when
there.
we announce that, we'll say meet us here. It's just a bunch of goodie stuff. So
Yeah.
like us, follow us, review us.
Yeah.
Please review us so we can.
And if
keep
you
doing
guys
more
like the show, just
panels.
check
Yeah.
us out. We have a couple of
Yeah.
episodes.
If you have
out,
bad things
so.
to say, then
ignore us.
But
Just ignore us.
If
Yeah.
you got nice stuff to say, give us some good reviews. 4 stars, whatever. We'll take it. But appreciate y'all being here. I hope you all have a good con.
You guys enjoy the rest of
Anybody
your
gonna
week?
watch that wrestling thing after this? I think that's what we're gonna do.
Yeah.
But we want to take you too. You want to watch wrestling, Yo Piece?
We'll just show you. We'll show you to the recording ring.
You might as well, because my cable is out, so
Oh, okay. Yeah, we'll just walk you around the con on Saturday.
Yeah, please.
We'll just walk around with
Please.
him, just like.
We gotta get one of those that they have like the wheels and.
Yeah.
Is
That's
that,
his
is
way
that
of
illegal?
getting him free.
Would that
Just
be
walking around,
illegal?
yeah.
Hey, you want to center? We'll introduce you to the crowd. Nah. Okay, so that's it. We appreciate you all coming here. I was your host, Omega. So peace.
This is MSK. Peace out.
And
This is your
there
piece.
you go.
Peters.
And there you have it, folks. This has been Fanatically Correct. Until next time, you crazy kids. Signing off.